An old problem at the southern border is now returning. Children, some as young as 4 and 5 years old, are arriving without any adults with them. NewsNation border correspondent Allie Bradley is live with more on this disturbing trend and how it's impacting the Department of Homeland Security now. Allie, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Marky. So children showing up at our southern border without any adults. It's become so bad, so urgent, and so critical that there are now 2 hearings in Washington focusing on it.
Drug cartels and traffickers exploiting 60% of these children in prostitution, forced labor, and child pornography. To make matters worse, in June, the Biden administration released 344 children to non-related adults in the United States, most of whom already had multiple children in their care.
Secretary Mayorkas says the border is closed and the federal government has operational control. The latest DHS data shows 335 children arrived at our southern border without any family in a single day. In another hot seat, Health and Human Services Secretary Becerra was being questioned about unaccompanied children in HHS custody, in which the HHS secretary says HHS has placed over 83,000 children with vetted sponsors. More than 85% of them with a vetted sponsor were placed with a parent, a legal guardian, or close family member. So what does it mean for a sponsor to be vetted? The HHS secretary breaks it down.
Each sponsor must submit a detailed application giving us information about their identity, their address, their relationship to the child. They must provide additional supporting documents. They must provide us with records, whether it's a birth certificate or whether it's a driver's license. They must go through background checks.
Arizona Congresswoman Debbie Lesko pushing back, saying HHS isn't doing an adequate job in vetting sponsors.
If you are vetting these sponsors so great, how come, according to the Florida statewide grand jury documents, one single family in Austin, Texas, had more than 100 children sent to it by ORR? Another Texas address had 44 children. A third had 25.
An internal CBP memo from May signals the expiration of the rapid DNA familial testing contract, suspending that DNA requirement. HHS Secretary Becerra confirming DNA testing for sponsors is voluntary.
We do go through a thorough process on assessment of the child when the child first comes to our attention. So that
what is your I'm sorry, I'm going to reclaim my time. Secretary, what is your definition of thorough?
I mentioned it in a previous
Does it include
response.
a DNA test?
An assessment of the child's
No, that is not my question. My question is, does it include a DNA test, yes or no?
DNA is one of the tools that we use on occasion.
In only 9% of the cases. Does it include a background check?
We do a number of things to go through a series of tests and assessments of a child when we get them. We do
and a background check in only 23% of the cases?
7,510 unaccompanied children are currently in HHS custody. That's up from 5,766 on this day last month. We're back up to the numbers that we saw before the end of Title 42 when it comes to unaccompanied minors in custody. Former DHS Special Agent Tim Ballard, who works to fight child trafficking, appearing here on NewsNation's Morning in America.
I was on the southern border, and we used that border to rescue people, to rescue children. We used border enforcement to rescue children. The United States is the #1 consumer of child sex material in the world. And so when you have tens of thousands of unaccompanied children being dropped off and lost into the belly of that, that's scary.
Now, sources are telling me that children that come over alone are oftentimes used for family reunification later. And this is terrible, but some of them are actually used for a fee to help single adult men cross into the United States, according to some of my sources here. Now, World Day Against Trafficking of Persons is happening this Sunday, July 30th, and that one calls to enhance enforcements and raise awareness against this awful crime, you guys.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.